Hello. Okay, voice. Wake up. Temtic, good morning. How are you? Actually, it's good afternoon. Holy crap. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? La. Ooh. Perfect timing. And Pete, how are you? Good afternoon. Good morning, I assume. Morning to you, I assume. Well, I've been up for a while. I started streaming a bit later than I expected today. I opened up my project, clicked play, and Unreal was just like, no, not today. And I was like, what do you mean not today? It was just like, no. So after doing a whole bunch of different things, I finally got the project working. Thank goodness, because that was a bit terrifying. Would have been a weird Unreal Engine stream if Unreal Engine refused to, you know, actually load, but... Oh, it's Marius. Hey Marius, you see I actually streamed. Now that we've actually streamed that, we're going to end the stream right here. Just to annoy you. No, I'm kidding. How are you doing today, Marius? And Beat, how are you doing? I did some things yesterday. Well, I got some things working. I can't remember what wasn't working, but some things are now working. Let me have a look through. What did I do yesterday? I did... Oh yes, I got the tower selling working, so we can now sell towers again. And it's using an interface, a C++ interface, so Marius will be next levels happy. Like next levels happy. And I got the cost associated to them next to the button, so we can actually see it, and I should get 15. Well, this is awkward because that didn't work. That one worked. That one didn't work. Okay, so apparently I can't sell that tower, but I can sell the rest of them. I'm fine. Trying to create volumetric vortex fire thing. Is that the thing where you can move like a object through the fire and it reacts to it? I think they did a demo of that. People are like, wait, what? Yes. Oh, nice. Is it hard? Is it complicated? Does it take a lot of time? Can I sell this tower? It's just this tower. What the hell? Okay, so why does the cannon tower refuse to be sold? Lots of time, many different properties to tweak. Oh, nice. I'm guessing you're following a tutorial for it? No tutorial, just Copilot? Damn, what is Copilot being able, what stage is Copilot at these days that can do volumetric fire things? I feel like it's come a long way since I last used it. Let's show the widget. Sell. So it comes to here. It says it's true. Step. So BP splash tower has the parent rotational tower base, which is the same as the other one. So splash tower. Unreal. Unreal, please. Oh, it helps you with the explaining how it works. That makes sense. I thought it was telling you all the things to actually create it. I was like, damn, that's some next level stuff. Okay, we're off to a great start. Unreal crashed already. Oh, it's bubbles. So, we've got a rotational tower, which should have all of this. It does help with coding a lot. Nice. I use ChatGPT generally to explain things to me. When I last used Copilot, it didn't really do a good job at explaining stuff. But I'm guessing it's come a long way. Maybe I need to actually have a look at it again. But I often use ChatGPT because I can ask it the same question 15 times in different ways and get different answers and get it to expand on things, give me examples. So it's really good for actually understanding stuff, and there's no such thing as stupid questions with, you know, AI, because they're going to take over anyway, so it'll be fine. So inside of our actor.h, that's weird. Copilot uses ChatGPT 4, and ChatGPT 4 uses, or ChatGPT uses 3.5. Really? Is that maybe the base ChatGPT? Because mine defaults to 4 when I use it, but I can choose which one I want to use now. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And also I discovered that you get... Actually, it's missing. Why is it missing? Oh yeah. I've got this one, which is the C++ specific assistant that someone created for Copilot, which seems to be, I don't know what the difference is, but it seems pretty good at doing C++ related stuff. It does, if you put in something relating to Unreal Engine, it will give you the C++ version of it over the blueprint. I guess that's kind of what it does. It's upgraded. Yeah. Also, I pay for Pro, if that makes a difference. Right, so we have our cell tower here, which is overridden in the here, which means it should sell. It should come in here. So we'll just double check. Ah, you use Pro, yes. I think I read a while ago that in some places you can use ChatGPT 4 for free somewhere, but I wasn't but I wasn't sure where or how that worked. Use Copilot Pro. Okay, so maybe that's why. Wasn't Copilot quite expensive, or is it cheaper? Because ChatGPT is quite expensive. It's like $20 a month. Oh, you got Pro, yeah. Same price? It must just be the same thing on buying. Oh, it's even more for me. It's $19, £19 a month. But maybe it is the same price then. More with some currency and tax conversions. It seems quite expensive to me though, I must say. Like, I use ChatGPT a lot, which is the reason I pay for it. But it still seems like quite an expensive subscription. Right, it's so the gun tower works with selling. So I can click resume and then I'll come into here, check if we have that. If we don't have it, it'll create it. And I should have clicked the other one, but fine. Then we update the balance. Then we set the grid to change. You can create customized modules for ChatGPT. Yes. So you can... I don't know how you do it, but there's basically a marketplace for them. Oh, there we go. Explore. So you can... I know people create their own. I don't know how you create your own. But you can have ones that are more tied towards like specific thing. There's like a code Copilot version. Okay, so someone's creating an image one. So there was one that I found, for example, where it used Dolly, but it was more specific to creating like icons. What do you call it? I don't remember what you call it, but the logo creator. There you go, logos and stuff. Then there's, yeah, people made all sorts of ones using it. I don't know how much actually changes, or if it's just if you what you type in, like they just append additional stuff after it, basically. You've trained one specifically for Godot, and you called it Godot Pilot. Create text to video maker. Oh, this is a new thing I'm seeing. That a lot of videos for AI stuff. Here we go, Excel GPT. So you can get all your formulas. The Scholar. There's all the programming ones. Code Copilot. The Python Software Architecture GPT. Yeah. Nice. So that should execute fine, and then it should destroy itself. That looks good. Yes. So then if I put a gun tower in, if I put a splash tower, what happens? If I click sell, comes into here, and that's it. So is it not calling this then? Wasn't actually what I planned to do today. BP splash tower, which is correct. Which is the rotational tower. I just click step and step. So that gets executed. That gets executed, but that's it. Which is weird. And then if I come back here and I press sell, that gets executed. Then it jumps into here. And then it carries on. But now if I put... Oh, wait. Oh, something happens here. Oh, right. Okay. So if I put a splash, if I put a gun tower down, press Alt. I click sell. And we come into here, we open this. Parent class is gun tower. Oh. Right. Because we have a gun tower, we have a but is this the old projectile tower? This is... I suppose this is the problem with having the old ones, and I never changed. These are the tower bases. Oh, I've caused myself my own problems. Fantastic. I suppose... I think some smart people mentioned that they should be renamed to Old Tisk Tisk Tisk. You're not wrong, and yes, I went down that path, and then I deviated off of it and tried this way, and it was working really well up until right now, where I'm in a bit of a pickle. Not gonna lie. Old. I think Marius is correct, though. Let's... Because I was just going to delete these. Wait, where is this used? Let me think. I wish I could color code stuff in here. So we've got our rotational base, and we've got our static tower base, and then we've got the actors. So that's the two, the middle, and the two children. Then we have an electric tower, which is static tower. We have gun, which is rotational tower, which is correct. We have instant tower, which is wrong and needs to be deleted. We have laser tower, which will be static tower, which is correct. And this one is a there's projectile, which is tower over there, and that one. So we'll do what Marius said and call this old. That. If this breaks, don't blame me. Well, you'll have to blame me. Then let's rename this. Do I want to rename everything? Yes. Go, break everything. Then you should have updated everything in here. Yes. Now, let's just rebuild quickly. Marius, how's the Fallout going? Getting tired of it now. Gonna finish the last DLC, then call it for now. Nice. What are you gonna do after that? You gonna do some more, you gonna find a different game to play? You gonna go back to Helldivers? Oh, you're not playing Helldivers because of the PlayStation news, basically. No clue. But we're gonna fight for democracy when they figure out what they're doing. But yes, we must play again. Have you spoken to Mimic lately? How's Mimic doing? Helldivers is much more fun with friends, so I'm not playing it solo. I'll play with you. Did you not hear me say friends? Jesus. I was gonna say, do you not consider me a friend? No, that's fine. Don't want to force you or anything. Let you play it with your true friends, goddamn. Project. Okay, now if I open... If I should put them into folders. Probably. What am I trying to do? Oh, I'm trying to open this and then split it. Then I can go and open this one, see what the differences are. So that's because reasons. That's because reasons. Then F10. F10. Got that, which is fine. That's fine. Wait, something seems wrong here. If I go like this, I feel like there should be a space there, but maybe it's just me. So attack should be like that. And that should just work. Okay, let's try. Does this have... Yes, it does. And this. Surely we don't need to declare that in here as well if it's declared in the parent. Did you have Wednesday off, Marius? Was it a public holiday for you? Because don't you get like a 1st of May public holiday in Europe? I did. Did you do anything fun? Nope. Did you have pizza yesterday? You're having pizza on Monday. Interesting. So when did you have burgers? Did you have burgers yesterday then? Or did you get lasagna again? Also on Friday? Ah, wait. Last Friday or this Friday? Burgers this week. So you're having burgers. So you're having pizza Monday. So you had lasagna on Wednesday. Then you're having pizza on Monday. And on Friday. And then burgers sometime this week. Spaghetti today. Nice. I think I'm having bangers and mash for dinner. What am I doing? I need to check. Yes, open this. Splash tower. Let's reparent you, which means I'm gonna have to break everything. So you should be splash tower. Save. File. View. Reckon you'll just work? Next. 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 The answer is no. You won't just work. What are you doing? Making a aim? Aim? What? Trying to fix the tower that I broke. Oh, you're asking what am I doing? I asked myself, what am I doing? Yes. So I say you're making a game. Now I get it. What are you up to, Timtic? Sorry, ask again. Ask what you were up to. Oh, I'll be right back. 1 sec. I'm back. Sorry, Amazon decided to come. And ads are starting. Of course they're. But at least Temtic has no ads. You said you're refactoring your Twitch bot? Nice. Wait, does that mean it's not going to work? Hi back. God damn it. Every time, Temtic. Can't believe I fell for it again. If every single time. The thing is, it's my normal response, which means you're gonna catch me out every time. I wonder something. Yeah, there's something actually wrong with this class. I might have to recreate it. Might be one of the ones I have to think. Don't worry, I only make annoying puns if I like you, so no need to. So I need not make puns then? No, no. Keep doing it. I love your puns. Your puns fantastic. You share a similar sense of humor with me. But how's the refactor going? If it was anything like what Kani was saying yesterday, where the code structure is more complicated than writing the actual code. I really do feel like Unreal needs a thing to like restructure a blueprint, because I'm fairly certain that this blueprint isn't doing what it should do, which is weird. Not going far. I'm tired, so distraction is very easily done, but it doesn't matter. Fair enough. Okay, speaking of distraction, I don't have a deadline. Okay, fair enough. Let me commit some of the stuff that I've done. First of all, I do hate that it does this. I'm wondering if I like completely clean and rebuild, if it actually needs to do that. Then this was fix the brokenness. Fix, what was it? It's weird. This is new slash tower. Go. Let's commit that. And the other thing I wanted to do was, well, the thing I wanted to do today is if we put a tower down like this one, got these two values. I remember what they were. Oh, kills and damage done. Okay, I want to do the damage done today because it's a bit different. I want something new and exciting. Also because I think I kind of started implementing it. Did I? Maybe that's the question, is did I start implementing it? Damage. There we go. Damage done is a float. So U property, and then we'll go like this. Damage done, then what's the other one? Kills. This is going to be a weird one to track. Not quite sure how I'm going to do this one. That doesn't need to be a float, that can be in 32. So that's blueprint. Not blueprint crawlable, but blueprint. Let's go like this. Blueprint read write. That. This is going to be stats. Now, let's stow damage done because that's the easiest. Essentially what we're going to do is on attack target. Okay, so if we call super, we are doing this. But if we're not calling super, we have a problem, which I need to handle it manually. So, I have an idea. Void. Update damage. And this will take in a float, which is damage. Then, create the definition for that. Take this in there. The damage done is plus ultra equal to that. Then this will that we will take call update damage. That's not what I want. Sure, in relation to update damage. We'll pass in that. Now we have a function which keeps that. Then what we want to do is have another one which is going to be not void but a float. Get damage. Just going to earn damage. That going to be a blue ball. That's going to have to be public. This is in the complete wrong place. What the shit? Oopsie. 10. I'll just put a thing in. That, take that, take that. It can be making. So that's true. Damage done. We don't need a bookmark. Then we go back to the static tower. That's fine. That we put H, and that's public function. Yeah. Blueprint callable. Called anywhere yet. It's going to be update damage is going to be done from here. So F10. Good. So that should now work. So then what I can do is, if I override super, whatever reason, because I'm a Super Saiyan, which will probably be gun tower. See, super's overridden. Kind projectile increased. Ooh, because these are projectiles, so how am I going to track that damage? Maybe we just do it for the splash tower for now, and then later on we come in, or the static tower, and then we come and look at that after it's working. So let's see if that even works. So I bought Bubbles a tennis racket yesterday, and we're going to go play some tennis tomorrow on the public holiday. I'm trying this whole health thing. Well, actually, no, it'd be fun to play tennis. So I was like, I'll give it a try. Now, what did I want to do? So, let's open this and see how we're currently getting the information for everything. So we've got event construct. Now this is the interesting thing. If you have this tower open, should you see that the damage amount is updated? Find event on tower selected. Show widget, get the visibility, get the tower stats. Then we take this at the end, get damage done. Then we can take this, that. Honestly, that could be a pure function, couldn't it? Because it just needs to return a value, it doesn't need to do anything. What does whatchamacallit say? Yes. Surprised it doesn't want me to make it static. Let's see. We want kills, get, set, convert. Is Ryder. Let's try that. Does it need to be static? No. Yes, that's what I wanted. I'll make it a bit neater. Okay, so this goes underneath. That. Put it in there. this and this. Oh, what I wanted. The hell? Okay. See if that works. Let's go with the electric. Here, so it's got the most range. Start. So it should have 1 kill. There's 200 kills. Oh, because you connected kills to damage. Yes. Yes. Okay, so it works. It's just the wrong one. Okay, damage done. Fantastic. Now I need to find a way of making it update. As it updates, it resets this. Don't know a good way of doing that. Other than just using the... throwing everything into the subsystem, which at this point is going to need to get split out. It's getting a bit big. Create a multi-delegate. Duplicate. On our damage. Okay, damage done. Update. Done. Then, I don't remember how we do this. We take this one, we do that. Copy telephone notifying when. The selected tower. All gonna update. You see, that's the thing, is they're all gonna update this then, which is wrong. Because you don't want your UI updating every single time a single tower updates, because it gets called every time it's in the arse. No, don't do it that way. I mean, we could just do it the horrible way first. You're not buying the event to continue to. That'll work. It's not great, but it'll work. Now, yeah. Fantastic. So that piece is done. So let's go. Show. Done. My microphone. There it is. Good afternoon. Look at this beautiful man. Marius has found the YouTube. You are ever too kind, Marius. Ah, hearing double up. I'll stick to one video stream. No, extra support, Marius. You have your bubbles for extra support. I have you for extra support as well. What do you mean? You are ultra support. Hence why you are upgraded to Sir Marius. It's better than just normal Marius, isn't it? Extra support. There we go. Now you're cooking with gas. I put in those voids that can't be filled by a woman's touch. Shit. You seem much happier now that you aren't stressing yourself out during the week. Yeah, it kind of helps. Who would have thunk? Who would have thought that I could plan what I'm doing in the game that I'm making on stream? Like sometimes you say these things that are so logical and true. It's just like, really? But that makes perfect sense. Why couldn't I have come up with that? No. I guess that's why you are the manager Marius. Manager Sir Marius. That's the one, right? Shit's on fire, yo. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm mostly done with the tower rework. It took me a bit longer than I expected, but it's basically done. Sir Marius Worketh the Third. Yes, the third. Man, I haven't seen you in so long because you haven't streamed in like forever, so I haven't actually seen you. It's so weird. It's so weird. You should do a Q&A stream tonight so that I can see you. We'll see you when I get back on the old horsey. Hopefully soon. Soon, Marius. Do it soon. Or whenever you're ready. I wonder if we can just do this. If target dot is dead. Was it dead? Shit, it's an actor. Means I can't check anything on it. Because it's of actor type, I can't actually check if it is a enemy. Crap. Unless I have to recreate this inside of the enemy, the apply damage. Which could be set as a boolean, which will then return if that particular actor killed it. It could be an option. I go to the enemy. Not what I wanted. We have take damage. Got a lot of stuff in here. Damn. He has a damage causer, which is an actor. Does this tell me? In this... Wait, if I cast to this... No, we could do an implementation, actually. We can do does implement. And then have that... I wonder if that would work. Maybe that would work. Might be the easiest way of doing it. Let's check. Ow. Hand hurts. Essentially, then what I'll do is do this. Firstly, we should not do it here. Let's think this through. So, handle death. Now, before we handle death is equal to 0. What we'll do is call update kill counter on the damage causer. I think that would be the easiest way of doing that. And if we set it on the tower as a interface, and I understand interfaces correctly, we should be able to just call it. Tempted with a hug? Very kind of you. Are you managing to get anywhere, or am I being too distracting? We can just sit in perfect silence. We can just listen to the music and have a chill pull. Like a chill pull. Oh, we have ads. Should go make a cup of coffee. Ah, tempted with a hug and a kiss. How kind. Wait, we'll respond. Because that's all I have. I only have love to send back to you, Temptic. Only love. Okay, we've got ads quickly, so I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. I'm back. Apparently we've run out of coffee, so Bubbles has to go and buy some. Well, she doesn't have to buy some. She's just going to be nice and go and buy some, should I say. Wondering. This is going to work. I have a few reasons why this is not going to work, but for now we'll do it this way and then we'll deal with the problems when they come up. Just basically, it works fine for an instant tower, but the splash damage tower, because it produces a projectile, won't work. But it's fine. Okay. Take this and we'll put it in the parent. Go and we say duplicate that, that, don't want that, just call it, go override the specifier, that, this, we go back, move, so hold on, that's a variable, so that comes on the functions, that comes, yeah, that's a variable, function, so this bad boy, this, and we're going to call that. Then that should work. But don't quote me on that. Catch me outside. How about that? So then, now I don't know if this is going to work. Damage caused. Let's restart this and see if this is even going to work. Good. Good, good, good. So, if this work, no, Rider has frozen. That's fine. You know, you can sit there and just be dead. Oh, it's back. Sixteen Convent. Convent? I think that's how you say it. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? I have no idea if this is going to work. I think what we do is we just hope for the best and see what happens. Start. Wait. Do we have a function that even allows us to get the value? Maybe we should start with that. We have the update. Let's see. Damage time we got cell tower update. Here's the get function. Get. In the correct one, we should have a get damage. Oh, update damage. We have a void which goes. Blueprint callable. Damage done. Oh, that's where I put it. Kills. That. Get. Kills, return. Kills. That. Then. Let's restart Unreal Engine. You like your going live message on Discord? I fixed everything in Unreal Engine, by the way. Every single outstanding bug, I got that done in the stream. Or did I spell something wrong for the... Something wrong again? Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for, is I wanted you to know that I single-handedly fixed the engine. Everything is now optimized, working as well as it should. I took everything that the developers were doing and I fixed all of it. There's no outstanding bugs. The engine has never been more stable. Do you know what the bug? You know what the problem I was having this morning was, Marius? Was in a few hours. I'm impressed. Not in a few hours. I did it in like 30 minutes. Like, phew. So the problem I was having this morning was yesterday, and I'm still kind of confused. I set the project display title. I was like, you know, just set it to tower defense, whatever. And then today when I try to build it, it just went, it just goes, had a message pop up saying something about unable to build this module. I'm like, what? What do you mean? It's my project. And it just refused to work. And I had to remove that and then do a clean rebuild in order for it to work. I was just like, what? I thought it was just going to, you know, when you click play, display what the game name at the top. Something. Not brick my whole goddamn project. Whatever. I'll probably need to regenerate this at some point. You know, since everyone can see it. One day. Oh, right. I needed to actually do something in the engine before, you know, I just close it down. Let me think. You don't think the project ID matters? Not really. It's not like you can manually, I think, put it in. I think you can, just manually, can you do? You can invalidate it and you can generate one. That's it. Yes. It's also so that Epic can, it's for Epic's stuff, basically, as well. There we go. What's I doing? Let's see if this works. Thank you. I'm mad. I'm very mad. I'm filled with anger. I'm literally background noise for Bubbles. I'm literally background noise at this point. It works! It works! Marius's interfaces are taking off. I keep getting distracted. I'm sorry, Temptic. I know the feeling. The other day, I sat down and I had one thing to do. I started it. And mid-sentence, while typing an email, I switched and I did something completely different. And I was like, God damn it, I had to sit there and think to myself, could we had like a line left to finish on this email. And I switched just on the thing. then it's YouTube Shorts, then it's Instagram. Yes. So this is why I find streaming is so good, is I won't sit on my phone and scroll. Like, I had to set up parental control on my phone for YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, so that I don't spend hours and hours on it. It'll run out and I'll go, oh, I've used my allotment time for the day, fine. Because otherwise I'll do some work and then I'll pick my phone and I'll scroll. Like, when you click build and it takes like a few seconds to build, you're like, I'll just quickly watch a reel, and like half an hour goes by and you're like, shit, I have to shout. Yes. Fair. Exactly, fair. Apparently I'm getting in trouble for shouting. This is not optimal, and Marius will be mad when he sees it, but I need to find a better way of doing it. I don't want to know how much time I spend on Twitch. I spend so much time on Twitch. I'm not mad, you're just disappointed. I want to find a better way of doing this. I just, for the life of me, can't figure out what would be more optimal right now. Because this is not optimal. This is the least optimal. The thing is, at the point right now, this can't get worse. Put even more on tick? What about if we did this? And we just did it like 5 times. And then we connected all of them. And then we can check how good... Oh no. What have I done? It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. See, now what we do is... So we've connected all of those. And then what we'll do is we'll put in a delay. And then we'll do it again. And then after that, we'll have the performance. So that should work now, right? So now we just put a nice electric tower down, we press start. Everything's fine. And you see? There's no hint that this is running. How many times is this running? I don't even count. You get this so distracted so easily. Don't distract me then. Why are you distracting me? No, keep distracting me. Look at this mess. This should be illegal. This, straight to jail. That's it. Just straight to jail. You delete that section. That one. That one. You see now, just by deleting that, I've made I made this game. I've optimized. What is that thing doing? The text. Yes. So what I'm trying to figure out is what is a good way of updating the text when the values of one of these have changed. So this value, or this value changes. What's a good way of updating the text other than doing it on tick? Because this is for the selected tower, which is the one we're currently showing. The only other option is reducing the tick rate for this thing to like, or putting it on an encore. Subscribe to delegates. The problem is, where do I call that? So what I mean is, let's say I put a delegate that says update the selected tower's damage done, right? That would then run on every single tower. No. And then we would check to see if the selected tower is the one we currently have. Question mark, question mark. Dr. Elliot. Hello. How you doing? Well, the tower knows how much damage it's done. So when you click it, you get the value and bind it to a delegate. When the selected, when you deselect the tower, you unbind from it. But I understand the first half of that. That's interesting. So you could do that. I know what we do. And then I can come back and fix it. You're onto something here, Maris. See, your talents are wasted not doing Unreal Engine. I'll give you a new project. How about that? What if I pay you to do a project? You were wasted. How dare. You're very violent today. You woke up and chose violence, didn't you? Nice. To war? What do you mean to war? Must say it is working. Quite happy about that. Okay, let me save that. That was wrong. Oh nice, I didn't push, so it just, you can just edit it without having to pull and then push. So then, press this. So if I'm correct, a laser tower Coda8144, thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? I might have to clamp this. Whoops. Holy crap, these laser towers do a lot of damage. I mean, they are working on curve-based damage, so it makes sense, but still. Let's... 404. Ah, never mind, it's 44 almost. Clamp, no. What's it? Floor. Did I just set kills? Why would I have half a kill? Is kills seriously an integer? Kills is an kills is an int. Why is it returning a float? Get tower kills. Why are you returning a float? What? Because I'm returning. Rubik's Cube. How are you doing today? Thank you for the follow. You just saw me return. I didn't even know you could return a float from an integer and Unreal will just convert the value type for you. Like what? I mean, good to know. So now I have to close this and restart Unreal. Yes, unless you use the explicit keyword, it has some things like that. It's very helpful. Very confusing, but very helpful. Like, it makes sense. Hype cheer. What? So the reason I keep pressing W is I always hold my hands as a default position on my keyboard over the WSAD. I don't like it because its stealth changes. Because you're used to winning, man. W man. Exactly. I'm used to winning. Mary's understands. You didn't offer to open, or did you? And I clicked ignore again. Yeah, now we don't have to math.floor that because makes no sense. Okay, but we need a floor U. To the floor. To the text. The sweat drips down your what? Let's make this aggressively red. I know to change it. Isn't real just... Ah, that's clever. Aggressively red. Like, more aggressive. There. So we know it's bad. So now... Okay. Now this should work because the laser tower... See, the damage amount gets weird because I think... What's the max that this does? Attack damage is 25. What? Did I seriously set these to have attack damage of 25 as the base? Because it goes up to like 3 times as the curve goes. He does small damage and then it should do more and more. So like this guy should be getting absolutely... He's getting absolutely hammered. Look at the side, the thick boy. I think the curve is... Oh, that's an electric tower. I mean, it works, but still. These... How much health do these bad boys have? 1,000 health? Damn, okay. Someone was generous. You've only killed one of them? That makes sense. Whatever. So then... Let's commit that. Actually... Return a int. YouTube kills. Fantastic, that's done. Then oh, we had ad break. Okay, ads. How long left the ads? I know my bot says they're done, but I don't believe it. Oh no, my bot is apparently 40 seconds out of date, so we'll just wait. Wait for the ads to finish. Have I finished my coffee already? I feel like I just started it. I think if I ask Bubbles to make me more coffee, she'll get mad. Yeah, it's done. All done. Test 1600. Thank you very much for the follow. Where are your comrades? Where are the other 1950? Wait. That come through. Why did that come through twice? Hey! Galem, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, well, technically the subscription on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate it. Must be weird watching on YouTube and seeing ad break all the time going, what even is this? So, what do we have now? We have half the towers. Okay. We have the static towers, which can all currently show the damage done. But we're just going to ignore that. No one saw the fact that the tower was invisible. I know why it's invisible. It's because I reparented and didn't actually give it anything else. But so you should not show damage or kills because you're shooting projectiles, right? So now we need to solve how do we make the projectiles tell the parent, hey, I did a thing, I killed somebody, you need to increase your count. That came across really, that was not a sentence I thought I would say. Programming is one of those weird things where the child has to tell the parent that the child did damage and killed something, so that the parent can take responsibility for it. What did I just say? At least we can sell you, so that's a good thing. The tower. The tower. Just specify that. Ah, yes, context. We have the FBI showing up and going, what was that? I think I read something the other day is regarding programming or dev, which related to someone Googling, how do I kill the children of a parent from the parent or something? I was like, what? Where is, what am I doing? Right. Two things. First of all, let's go back to the towers. Let's open our splash tower. You're the wrong one. I think I know why this one's not working. I may have reparented the wrong thing altogether. I'm starting to realize where the problem was. So this should be the splash tower because we made it a new special tower. Yes, reparent. That's what I want. Then if we go to, we have some meshes somewhere. Get clone meshes, this one. This one is gold. Oh no. Ugly, boring, dragonfly punching trees. What is... I think I need context for that, Tempik. I put into Chrome and it just froze and I just had a nightmare from... On today's episode of Refactoring the Refactoring. What? Still nothing. Oh god, am I gonna watch myself? I'm watching myself watching myself. Hey, tell the parent, hey, I did a thing, I killed somebody, you need to increase your count. That came across really, that was not a sentence I thought I would say. Programming is one of those weird things where the child has to tell the parent that the child did damage and killed something, so that the parent can take responsibility for it. What did I just say? Oh, that's great. Thank you for that, Demtic. That clip is amazing. I'm gonna put that on the Discord. When I provide my own entertainment. It's like how to make the game one that I posted yesterday. I don't know who saw it. Mary saw it. Hold on, I'll put this in chat.
Here's how to make a video game. You're going to want to import a first-person shooter, set the graphic style to AAA, then finally just click the Make Multiplayer button. Now you have your PC game, and to make the console version, just go to the files and rename this .exe to .ps5. Here's how to make a video.
That's apparently, we've all been making video games wrong this whole time. Because that's how you do it. Ah, yes, this one. Also, my video is playing exactly timed with yours. Nice. Oh. So you want the foundation. Let's make you a little bit smaller. And then, what was I using? So this is just... for now that we want a middle piece. That's not, doesn't look like a middle piece, does it? And then last but leastly, no. Oh, I don't actually have a mesh selected or anything useful selected. Click save. Then I click play. And I click splash tower and I click on that and I click sell. It does nothing. But now, if I go into my tower data, tower TD info, who and what is it using for the cannon tower? It is using BP splash tower. But I have like 15 of these because... yeah. BP splash tower, fine. Where are you? It is the correct one. Did I parent it correctly? Yes, it is correct. It just hates me. That's fine. And then I think I need to rotate the proxy by like -90. Wait, did I break shooting? Yes. Yes, I did. The reason for that is probably the projectile spawn point is inside of itself. Alt H. Bring it down, put it in front. J. What's the front one there? That Alt K. Okay. J, Alt G. Stop. Pile. Save 312 times to be exactly specific. Ah, keyboard's broken. Okay, it's working. Flash tower. There we go. I wonder what's a... It's still broken, but I'm not going to fix that now. Because I'm not touching that tower. At least I reparented it. That's enough for now. I'll fix it later. Repair. Splash. Game. Error 404 not found. Thank you very much for the follow. How are you doing today? We had test 1600, and then we had error 404 not found. Is it a friend of yours, Temtic? A long-lost cousin? A brother, perhaps? What am I doing? What am I doing? Other than getting... Oh, the music is off. The music is off. Somebody play the music. That's my job. Now the music is muted. No, but I would love to be friends with the fella. Not found. But how can you be friends with someone who's not found? Hmm. Or is this the special 404 club that because you are both 404, you can be found by only each other? Maybe that's the true power of being a 404. I forgot to do something. Alright, yes, we were going to make the parent... the child had to tell the parent when the child did a thing. That's what we were going to try and figure out. To the code we go. I think that has to be done. Did I create a like a actual projectile? We have projectiles, which is good. Which means we might only have to do this once. So we have begin play, we have a detection sphere, we have a mesh, we have applied damage to target. So... Siren time. Wee, wee, wee. Once again. So this projectile gets spawned and then just flung into the world. And it gets given a target and then just gets told, go, 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 go. Which is great. Fantastic. I'm very happy for you. Now, if we go to the rotational tower.cpp, which is the one that will shoot this bad boy and be like pew pew pew. There we go. So we create a projectile. Spawn acted deferred. Owner is this. Now we have ourself as the owner, which means that can we just like call back to ourself and say, hey, I did some damage and I killed this enemy. Please update yourself. Please check yourself. So do this. What are you trying to do? Basically, I am trying to have... I have a projectile that I spawn. When the projectile does damage or something to the enemy, I need it to basically relay a message back to the its parent or the owner of it, the one that spawned it, and say, hey, I did damage and or I killed someone, basically. Because the parents, the towers each have their set of stats for how much damage they've done, how many kills they have, and on a static tower, that's easy because they just apply any damage. But on these ones, they actually spawn something that then does something, basically. So we've got this, then we go projectile, set up projectile. I wonder if unless we pass in a callback. I'm heading to a restaurant. See you later, Sada. All right, enjoy your dinner or lunch. Have fun. I hope you eat well. Set up projectile. This is a function I created. Yes, it is. Thanks, Tia. Parent is kind of confusing. Owner is better terms since that's what it is. I'm having trouble understanding. Go into your projectiles, add a multicast delegate, pass it a T function to the projectile to call back to the tower to let it know it successfully did damage. That sounds like it would work. But yes, essentially, what I was trying to say is the projectile needs to tell its owner what it did. Determine and attack splash tower damage. What? You could also do it without delegates. Make it super simple since you know the owner is the tower. You can just cast to the owner to the tower and call back to a function directly without needing a T delegate or a T function. That's true. Maybe we do that. It's a bit weird because open paint. So for damage, it's simple enough because we have the tower. God damn it! Because we have the tower, which spawns something, which does the projectile, which then does damage to the enemy. Then the enemy tells the thing that attacked it, you did damage. Well, actually, no, it doesn't work that way. At the moment, we're just doing you killed me. And then this one would then need to send a message back to the owner, its owner, and say, killed, question mark, and then damage done. I can't draw today. So we would just do that. Let's do that. Let's start with the damage because that's the easiest one to do. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we already have a public function for update damage. It's not public, it's protected. Make it public. Go. So then what we could do in the projectile is on component begin envelope, if envelope is target, determine splash. So before we do this destroy, we've got the other tag. You'll still probably want a delegate so you can bind to the damage death events in the UI for the tower though. It would solve how I'm currently doing the connection for the basically the selected tower, so yes. Because at the moment the UI is basically continuously checking. It's actually just continuously updating the value. It's not actually bound to a delegate for that. Because the damage changes and we're currently doing it with a on tick, which is horrible. But I just wanted it working for now. Would it be get owner? And then, because we know it is a tower there. Would get owner in this case actually be itself. It would be the tower. So when the enemy receives damage, just do something like cast the A tower, then projectile, get owner, undamaged broadcasting. Did I set the owner on outer? Probably not. As we set up the projectile, we can set up the owner here. So get outer. Wait, I need to do that. Get out of type, I believe. Oh. I've never used the template function for that before. Let me just see. So how exactly is this doing damage? In the sense that we have this. We're applying damage to a target. Oh, here. That's where it's actually doing it. So this is where we would do it. Let me just check. Essentially, this is where we would update it. Let me see if this works. So get owner would be itself, and then get outer would be the what spawned it in this case, because it's a projectile, right? You specify the outer manually. So this technically would not work right now then, because I haven't actually specified the outer. Because that would be set in the... Ooh, tower defense. Look where you spawn the projectile. It would work. You already did set it. Because we spawn... So it gets it from this. Oh, so it would have worked anyway? Ah, okay. Well, let's check if it works then. So owner's more for network authority. Is unreal. The instigator, because they're the same in this case, aren't they? Oh, something's not happy. Ah, it's null. To be the tower, there's a lot of functionality used to get whatever its default is in an actor. Defaulted to whatever set it defaulted to in a actor. Am I still using? I am using get out and not get owner. So get out is technically not set, but get owner should be set. Oh, a U object. Use get owner to make sure it works for now, but I would switch it to use the instigator delegator. Seriously. Without getting too in-depth with networking, specifying an owner allows whoever owns the actor to execute RPC on it. So if a client is set as the owner of an actor, they can execute functions on the server. Oh, right. Okay. So instigator in this sense probably makes Unreal loads or exact same. Instigator in this sense probably makes the most sense. So if you pass the tower in as an instigator of the projectile, you can just use the instigator in the projectile to hold the A tower reference. Outer works too, it's all up to you. I just wouldn't use owner. Okay. Let's see what happens now. Please don't crash. Oh. I thought I fixed that. Considering you're over there, you should be fixed. That's at least good. I mean, the tower does just stupid amounts of damage, considering it just did 4,500 damage. But other than that, it's working, which is good. Well, at least we know it's working. I'm just thinking what the easiest way of doing all of this is, in the sense that since we're having to cast to the attack tower here, would an easier way be to just pass in a owner into the enemy, and then the enemy does the damage it takes, as well as if it gets killed all in one? Get instigator. And then setting the owner. Do you mean go where I spawn the projectile, which will be in here? Oh, sorry. In here. So instead of get owner, use get instigator? Because I'm currently passing in this. But surely these actually do the same thing at the moment. Owner is a null pointer. But don't they do the same thing? Oh, it's very not happy with that. So cannot convert a rotational tower base to type a pawn. Because the tower is of type a actor. A actor is of type U object. Yeah, no. So for how I've set it up, then I couldn't do basically that way you mentioned, so I have to use it this way for now. Oh, it'll have to be this way. Because it's an actor or a pawn. I'm wondering if I'll have to change that at some point, because it might need a camera. No, because the camera thing is going to be a single actor. So you can use it because it's a single player game. I'm not planning on adding multiplayer anyway, so it should be fine. But it's a bad habit for later on if you get into multiplayer. So we've got this, which is ourself, which is the owner, not the outer. So what would I... So But does that mean if I wanted this to be multiplayer, then I'd have to not be using an actor, I'd have to use a pawn, so that I could use this for the instigator and not get instigator. And then I could set the owner as a null pointer. Oh, so for spawn actor deferred, it's expecting the instigator to be a pawn, whereas the owner is an actor. Oh, it's optional, because by default it's set to a null point if you don't give it. Nani? Nani? Josh? Hello? Sailor! How are you? Pretty good, and you? So this is probably just returning null pointer then. And we should probably just do that. Combat is looking good. Nice. New demo soon. Most likely.
I don't know. Facebook.
Unless you're passing the player in as the instigator when you spawn the tower. Oh yes, right, of course. I'm not actually. However, let's keep it that way then, because then all I need to do would then, for multiplayer, all I needed to do is when I actually spawn a tower, pass in the player as the instigator for when we actually spawn a particular tower. I want to release a demo where you can basically play in a single player dungeon and progress your character. Nice! Is that not the endless dungeon, well, the dungeon runner that you're building at the moment? A simple answer is to just hold a weak reference to the tower and the projectile and set it here in the deferred spawn. So what I would need to then do, would it be what, T weak? Oh yeah, T weak object pointer of type A tower actor. Yes. Whatever the class is called. Yes, which makes sense. We'll just call this, what do we call it? Weak tower actor. Don't include it. Ba-ba-ba. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? There. Fair enough. Okay, so we've set up the forward declaration for that. We've set up the weak tower actor. Then what we'll do is, do we just set up a function to set it? So actually set up a projectile could here take a tower actor like this. And then we just set it when we do the setup projectile. Would we do that? Looks good to me. Then inside of here, when we is it this one? Not this one. It's in the rotational tower base. We pass in target, and we can pass in this, right? And that should be it. So then, so we set that as a null pointer, which is good. Actually, it seems weird setting stuff as a null pointer, but whatever. Actually, we don't. No, it's fine. Then when we do all of this, we don't use get owner, we use... I've already forgotten what it's called. This one. So we would do this. Is it get? You have to do that for weak pointers. We don't need to check that it's actually valid. You don't need to cast anymore. You need the get. And the hull. That we don't need. Why do I feel like we need the get, but we don't need the get? It depends. Certain times you need it, other times you don't. Get just gets the underlying pointer that weak pointer is holding. It seems like more of a safety thing then. So rather do it than don't. In this case, we don't need it, yes. Is it worth making sure we actually have a weak pointer before actually doing this? Just in... I mean... We shouldn't have a case where we have it, but is it just better that we do it this way? Type correctness? Nope. Ah, so there do we need to get? Yes. Interesting. use check if. Worker 101, hello. I feel like you people are all following each other around. So check, what is it? Check if, say that. Then if it's valid, we do that. Is that how you use check if? Oh wait, does this need to go before this? No. What have I done? Oh. Like that. There we go. So you don't need the logic? Would you put the logic underneath it? There you go. Cool. Thank you. It'll crash the game if it fails. Well, it's gonna crash regardless anyway. I mean, if we get to this point, for some reason we don't have a valid pointer, there's something wrong. Oh, crap. I just realized something. What if a projectile was spawned and we delete the tower? Wouldn't that then cause the game to crash? Because in that case, if we sell a tower while projectiles in the air, the game should continue. Hmm. I think a normal if statement would be better, because if we don't have it, then we don't really care that it doesn't do it. It'll do it if it exists, otherwise don't do anything. Because that would be the case, is if we sell the tower while a projectile is in the air, it would hit, look for the T weak pointer, and then just be like, nope. So I'll have to do an if check then. After you went through all the effort. Yeah, I would think a normal if is better here. I agree. Orca, how are you doing today? Are you having a good Sunday? I cannot speak as per usual, so it's a good Sunday. Is Unreal open? It is. We should probably close it gracefully instead of just yeeting it out of existence. Skip compile, how dare you? Not too bad, just woke up. So still in the uncaffeinated funk. Ooh, it's a dangerous place to be. I've had like 4 cups of coffee already. But then again, it's 5 o'clock for me, so it's not particularly a heavy coffee day. What am I waiting for? Ooh. It's 10 AM here still. Fair enough. Are you working on anything? A few things, lol. It's kind of a meme for you now. My ADHD makes me start many projects. Yeah, I know that feeling. Walker is the question, answer, and multi-project maker. Question asker, sorry. So what is it, every stream you just start a new project? Or is it not quite that bad yet? Does this work? So we have the gun tower that just does absurd amounts of damage. I have a main project but get easily distracted. Oh, I know that feeling all too well. 4 or 5 projects at the moment. Well, luckily this is my current main project that I've kind of done a good job at sticking to for the time being, which is pretty cool. But we'll see for how long. Well, the plan is to finish this. That's my current goal without getting too overly distracted. I say that while working on a feature that's not really relevant to the core of the game. It was more, I woke up and was like, that's what I want to get done. Okay, so this tower does just way too much damage. That's fine. I just want to check. If we go to the tower data and we open the information. This is a gun tower. It says the attack damage is 5. I don't believe that the attack damage is 5. There's no ways the attack damage is 5. I'm fairly certain the attack damage was about 100. Got the right tower, right? Yes. That's 40. I mean, if that one's 5, we'll just make it 7.5. Because there's a lot of these. We'll need to find out why. So in our... Wait, let's do one thing first. We'll save our work, because we need to go and change everything. At least we know it's in a working state. Projectiles. Oh. Track. Damage done to tell there. Unrival or Unreal Vile? Should I invest time learning C++ for Unreal Engine or stick to Blueprints? What advantages does knowing C++ have for Unreal Engine? If you're new, I would recommend sticking to C++, Blueprints for the time being, because you get the most sort of engine knowledge, which is good. But if you're looking to expand, then C++ is really good. So for example, I'm at the point now where I create stuff mostly in Blueprints and then I convert it into C++, because from a speed point of view, you can't really beat C++. And as much as Blueprint code does get converted, it doesn't always get converted as a one-to-one. So there's, from a speed point of view, but you can make entire games built in Blueprints that have been, they've been entire games that are actually released on Steam that are built just with Blueprints. So it comes down, if there's like, I don't even know what specific stuff is like C++ only, maybe subsystems, which allow you to basically communicate through without having to cast, which is really cool. So I have a whole bunch of those, something like that. Eber Gaming, hello, welcome back. How are you doing today? Right, did that answer your question? Unreal Vile? Thank you very much for the follow. Are blueprints limited to what they can do? Can they be enough for innovation, creating new gameplay mechanics? I would say so. I wouldn't say that they can be limiting, but I don't think it's something you're going to run into unless you're doing very complicated stuff. There's also stuff that's, for example, that is essentially blueprint only in Unreal Engine as well, that you kind of have to come in to use. But I wouldn't say that you really get, you're at a disadvantage for innovation and that kind of stuff. Like C++ opens you up to a whole bunch of additional things. For example, you could also use other libraries that are C++ based that you couldn't really do with blueprints. For example, you could put your own AI system mechanic in using C++ if you wanted. You got 7 people to help you terraform the ledge of the future? Nice, well done. Sounds like you're making good progress with it. Right, so like for C++, I enjoy the whole delegate system and subsystem. I've got a bit carried away with it, but yeah. How long have I been using the engine? What year are we at? That's probably the bigger question. About more than 2 years now, 2 to 3 years. What about yourself, Dr. Elliot? You sound like you've been doing it for quite a while, because you have definitely a lot more knowledge in it than I do. I would say if you have a background in coding already, it would be worth learning the C++ so you can make your parent classes there extend with blueprints. But if you're new to coding, stick to blueprints until you learn the logic and flow of things. Yeah, that's a much better explanation, actually. That's the thing, is I have previous encoding knowledge, so picking up the C++ wasn't as daunting of a task, because I feel like the learning curve, if you don't know C++ already or programming and you go from blueprints to C++, it's just like maddening. Unreal C++ is a scripting language essentially anyway. True. So what projects are you two working on? Because I see that you both stream, but what are you working on? Walker, what is your main project, should I say? What's the one that you're developing most of the time when you're not switching? What about performance? I heard games made with blueprints make it heavy on target platforms like FPS drops, lag, crashes on loading screens, loading sequences. It all depends on what you're doing and how much time you spend sort of optimizing. So, for example, like, what is your game idea? If you're sort of new to the engine, then stick for blueprints for the time being, and once you get that familiarity built up, then move on to C++, because there is a big learning curve with it. My main project is called The Hauntings, been working on it for like 3 years. It's a Phasma-like game, but with my own twist. Nice! That's really cool. Yeah, this project I'm planning on finishing by the end of the year, but the more time I put in, the more I think that's probably not going to happen. I have a game engine called Lumina, written in C++ with a Vulkan renderer, and then a studio making a game in pretty much the same category as Wekra. We're in alpha testing. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Sounds like you've got you've also got then the industry knowledge, Dr. Elliot, which is pretty cool. I've seen I think 2 or 3 people actually doing streams on Twitch now doing Vulkan rendering, which is cool to see. I sometimes drop in there when I feel like I want to learn something new and just go, okay, I actually don't know what's going on here. I'm new to the engine, I'm learning with blueprints, just want to know what I should plan long term. I guess I'll learn C++ then. I've never coded before. I'm coming from 3D modeling and animation industry. Alright, well then stick to the blueprints for now, because the blueprints will give you at least a lot of knowledge and give you insight to like function names and how things work, and then you'll be able to transition to C++ later on with a lot more ease. Because learning all the functions and all that kind of stuff while not knowing C++ can be very daunting. Crimson, hello! If you're new, blueprints have no limit, don't worry. Indeed. Vulkan is a lot. Yes. Every time I've looked at it, I'm like, oh, what? You need to wait 6 years until you graduate from school before you can start your terraforming of the island. Right, what was I going to do? I got completely sidetracked and forgot what I was doing. Okay, so then I need to find... Then I need to work a lot by gearing up and mapping. Fair enough. Blueprints are a lot faster for iterating and prototyping things. You don't have to worry about syntax errors and restarting the engine constantly. Yes. Oh, yes. What a pain that is. And if anyone asks, live coding is not... Live coding works, right? It's the best. I only get live coding to work if I haven't made changes to the header files, then it kind of is okay. But if you've made changes to the header files, then it just basically shits the bed. How is Unreal Engine for small 3D games like mobile? You can optimize it to work well on mobile. There was a game recently released by Epic called Cropout, I believe it was, if you want to have a look at one of the starter projects. Where was it? And they built that game to show you that you can make something that runs on PC as well as low-end hardware like mobile. So you can go through and see there's like there's a set of settings you can set per mobile device to target like specific things. You can turn certain settings down, all that kind of stuff. I think it's called Cropout. No, is it not? It's under samples. Oh, it's one word. So yeah, have a look at that project. Because because this is a game that they're designed to run on PC. It runs on mobile. It's a little farming kind of game. And they did a live stream where they actually went over like some of the settings and how they made it run on like mobile and all that kind of stuff. I don't like to start with big projects. No, don't start with big projects. Don't do that. Make a small project. But this is a good resource for looking at, you know, what a finished mobile, for example, project could look like. But yeah. Then you make design gears to use. But yes, don't start with big projects. Big projects bad. I guess it's an RTS sample project, I think. Purple Giraffe, good afternoon. I have started a medium project first. I thought was going to be a simple one. Lol. Make an MMO, don't be a baby. Yes, my bad. My bad. What's wrong with me? Let me just start that project. Thank you for taking the time to share your experience. No problem. Not a problem at all. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Send me the demo when you make the game. Right. Now I suppose I should probably do the other half of that. So we have one tile that's broken, which we're not fixing now. Speaking of demo, is your demo out? Is it out? Because you had a pretty cool video. Okay, now I need to figure out how we can notify the instigator, or actually no, the owner, that hey, we did things. So we have the owner. I don't know a clean way of doing this, but I know a dirty way of doing this. No, but it's close. I picked up a few more assets for the first dungeon. Got to finish the dungeon, then I'll be sending out the demo to people. Nice! Make sure to post it on the Discord. Also, I need to find out if you have a Discord and then join your Discord so I can actually get the things. So you're not forever coming into my Discord to post the message about your game and stuff. They're throwing a map at 2 years. Dr. Elliot, thank you much for the follow. Does this mean you'll be available for more assistance? More Unreal Engine assistance? I do lots on my channel when you have time. I will have to come and fetch it. Thank you. Right, let's do it the dirty way first. What is the dirty way? Don't know if I really want to keep a... It's not great, is it? So that updates our tower that we've done damage. Then we have the target. Now how can we get from the target if it died after we did the damage? Because it just dies. And what we're doing at the moment is... I'm glad Unity went down the train. Now it's either Unreal and Godot. Initially is way healthier that way. True. I just feel bad for all the devs that were working with Unity and have projects coming out that kind of have the future of it that's not really certain. Like, that really sucks. Luckily I was already on Unreal, so I was like, well, sucks to be them. Will I come to your country once it's good enough for people? I don't know. Let's see. I'll have to wait quite a few more years from what you've already mentioned. Oh, no, I'm pressing W again. Right, so we get overlap, we apply damage to a target, then we set up that, which we have. So then what we need to do is go into the enemy base. There we go. This one. Yeah, we call this. Here we do a check. The damage causer. We could do. Wonder if we just put an interface on it and then just call this for both. Unity isn't going anywhere, still plenty of people using it. Yep. There's a lot of mobile projects that are using it. There's a lot of projects in general that are using Unity. I think there's probably more projects done in Unity currently at this time than even in Unreal. But Unreal, I think, just managed to since I found since like Unreal Engine 5, it just seems that they're getting a bigger and bigger market share. Over 90% of games, mobile games, are made on Unity. Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like every game I've opened on my phone is Unity, so yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, this really hurt themselves really badly when they announced that the new payment system. Yep. I was kind of shocked that they would do that because I was sitting there and just like, it didn't make sense. It just seemed like they had a bunch of choices and it was like, this is the worst possible one. Let's go with that one. Every Unity developer I know cried out of happiness when they changed to Unreal. They said Unreal has all the things out of the box Unity didn't have and needed plugins for. That's annoying. The fact that, you know, you had to get plugins and plugins and plugins, and I think Unreal probably looked at that and went, you guys need plugins to do all that. Let's just kind of keep it there. Unreal has more out of the box. It just also has a ton of bloat. Yes. That's I suppose what you get. Okay, I'm gonna get motivated. Let's do it. Let's see. Would that work? Curse you, Automod. What? What did Automod do? Hold on. Oh, apparently you said morons, so it's unhappy. There we go. Well, that went with the they went with the choice they thought would make themselves the most amount of money, which it would have done with, in theory, well, yeah, the theory that everyone would be morons and just accept it, and it was never going to happen. Exactly. The fact that you, like so many people have said, is you could then, if you're unhappy with the developer, and let's be honest, that seems to happen a lot. So let's say Helldivers 2, for example, that everyone's very unhappy with. We could go, well, we don't like what they've done. We'll just mass reinstall the game over and over because it bills them every single time we do that. Like, I feel like they they misjudge what people, or what the community of gamers will go to do. We will review bomb stuff when we're unhappy, and we will reinstall stuff if we find out that, oh, it charges you for that. a small apartment for a week to see all the stuff they're doing there? Okay, cool. It would have made demos impossible? Exactly, yes. That's the thing, is you can't do a demo because you'll be charged for demos, which makes no sense. Honestly, Unreal is better overall because Epic Games is rich with Fortnite. And they always announce the best. Cutting edge technology? Yes. Am I Australian or British? Neither. I'm originally from South Africa. What was I doing? Oh, right. I'll try something really bad. I'm going to see if it works. NANI?! That scared the crap out of me. Was the accent? Yes. It throws people off. Most people think a lot of people think I'm Australian. Unless I've come across the South African accent before. Although as a game dev, you're probably gonna only use about half the systems and features on Unreal. I think that's if you're lucky you're gonna use half of them. There's so much in here. Like, I've been using the engine for more than 2 years and I'm still like, I've never even touched that system before. NANI?! Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not sure how loud. Hopefully it's not too loud for you, but every time that goes off, it's just like, it feels like it's louder than everything else on my computer. I mean, there are professionals around just mastering one system, Niagara being a prime example there. Yes, Niagara is one of those things where there's just so much you can do. And it's the complexities you can get with it. Stretch, yes. Think of the stretch. Good stretch. I've seen people like make hordes of like zombies and stuff using Niagara and all sorts of things that you think that's not what I would have thought you would use it for. They're doing it, which is just mad. What's my favorite cuisine? Yours is Indian or Thai? I don't know. I kind of like just anything food related. Maybe Italian. Then burgers. Then pizza. Lasagna. Food. See, that's my promise. I just like food. This. So let's do this. If we go into tower. This, we open this. We go into this. Have to create that. Then from this, we take the weak tower pointer. We call our update kill update. No, because we don't know that it exists on that. We have to cast the interface first, which I don't really want to do. So let's just do this. Oh, that's because this is a protected function. Yeah, I'm tempted to use Niagara for some of my enemies in game for performance reasons. Although no idea how to make that work. Yes, I've heard like from a performance point of view, it's really good, and I need to learn how to do it because everyone's like, oh yeah, it's great for doing all those kinds of things, and I'm just like, but how does one do this? The thing is, any engine will have a certain look to how it does light, so if you spend enough time looking at them, you can easily tell what engine a game was done. And yes, I feel like the default light, at least, they look the same as you can always see it. So it's I feel like it takes a lot of like skill to get Unreal to look not like the default lighting, if that makes sense. So for example, like with Unity, you can usually tell that a game was made in Unity by its look. Same with Unreal. But then I find if they do the lighting very well, you actually can't tell. It's the way the game produces the light. In theory, you could change that, but that would take a chunk of programming knowledge, editing and source code, then compiling it yourself, which is a lot of work. It's it's a bit of a pain. Oh, a projectile class can instantiate abstract classes. Of course it can't. Fine, we won't do it then. Let's do it the other way. Are you good or bad at average of cooking? About okay at cooking. Like, you could make a light the same color in both Unity and Unreal and they would look slightly different. Yes. Yes, they would. Been cooking since you're 4 and now you're 12. That's good to hear. So then what we can do is inside you. See if that works. There's no shame in being recognized with Unreal lighting. It's a badassery. It is, yes. Honestly, if you remember that, if you're at the point where you're being recognized that the game was made in Unreal Engine through the light, means that you've actually released a game. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing that you've actually at the point of releasing a game. Or it's out there. Just think of how many projects get started but never get to the point of being released. So it's its own accomplishment just releasing a game. You should be proud of that. Shit. It works. Fucking brutal, but it works. Absolutely disgusting. But we have ads. Let's just wait a second. Yeah, it's... Releasing a game is a huge deal. 90% of devs who start a game, making a game, never release one. Possibly even more. Possibly even more. Do. Just waiting for the ads to finish. Yeah, it's actually finished. So yeah, I'm not sure if you saw Crimson. I did respond about the 90% of devs who start a game never end up finishing it. I feel like it's probably even more. It's just, I think people underestimate just how much work it is releasing a game. A different question: what market do you think is good for a solo dev? PC and mobile, PC console. Mobile is hyper competitive, more competitive than any other market in gaming. Yes. If you're wanting to actually release a game, I would say PC over even console. Like PC is your best bet, just because, believe it or not, it's actually the easiest to get into, and mobile is just mad. Also, it's very hard to optimize for mobile, I feel. Gotta run, but we'll check up with you later. Thank you very much for the follow. Keep well. I'll catch you hopefully in your stream sometime. And Mosark Cure Mosaki, is that how you say that? Thank you very much for the follow. My apologies for butchering your name. That's it. Okay, so that works. Funny enough, got the other tower that's broken. Well, I'll just actually send refactor that as per Dr. Elliott's marks. Bit of a hacky check. Issue with mobile is the range and performance in them is way more noticeable than noticeable, and there are people who don't change their phones for years due to cost, So the bottom level you need to design, optimize around can make things quite challenging. Yes. Also, there's almost another thing to it, because for example, some of the phones are released at different levels of performance in some countries. So for example, European and American markets will can receive a higher spec of the same phone, and other markets will receive a lower spec of that phone to make it a bit more cost effective to be sold in that country. They do the same things with cars, where in some countries, if it's made for a particular market, they don't have the same safety standards, so they're not made to the same safety standards because it increases the cost, which is why you can get a car in some countries for what feels like so much cheaper than other countries. And usually it comes down to the safety requirements that are put in it, or the engine and that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's that thing. So we've got that tower which works. The waves don't work because there's a bunch of guys standing here, which actually helps me. But actually I do want to see. Oh, I love how they fall down. Let's just delete them. So what happens if we put a gun tower here and a gun tower here? And we start. Is anything even going to get to the other one? Yes. So you've got 1 kill, you've got 6 kills, and you've done like 4,000 damage. I love how each one of those bullets is doing 100 damage. Level complete. Nice. That's all working. What are my goals for this game? At the moment, to finish the game. I think that's my biggest goal, is to actually finish this game. Yeah, sure, why not? So now I need to fix the big projectile. Yay. I need to go and figure out why it's not... Okay, is it spawning? No. So the one that's being selected here must be wrong. So maybe the start is to make sure that we don't have 50... I think I have 2 that are called the same thing, don't I? Which is probably why I'm getting as confused as I am. My issue with mobile games is there is a little room for creative expansion. Most mobile games are designed around microtransactions and AD. Also, it's easier for people to clone your game in a short time who have more advertising budget than you. Yes, and the thing about mobile games is that I find basically if it's free, they're usually going to push ads, going to push all sorts of things, and all those kinds of things, where I feel like your odds of getting free games on PC that are not driven by ads is a lot higher. Your low-end PC spec will be a lot easier to create games for. And I think as a first game that you're making, it's significantly easier to make things for PC versus mobile. I think I find from what I've seen, mobile is significantly harder. And when you're what do you call it? When you're starting out, try and keep the complexities as low as possible so you can build all the stuff. And yeah, I have a question. Can I be your editor? Edit all your videos and shorts footage? I don't need that right now. I don't think I'm anywhere near big enough or anything like that, but thank you for the offer. Right, towers. I think the problem is I'm getting confused. So we have a projectile tower, right? Which is what? For some reason, the projectile tower is set to this. Which I don't even know if we're using this. Wait, let's see. Can I go back? Find references. That's the reference viewer. Are you... We have a rotational tower. I don't know why I've created these. They shouldn't even exist. We have a static tower, which also shouldn't exist. You know what, let's just do this. If I click delete, what happens? Nothing. If I click delete, so you are used. Shouldn't be. You're a very good editor and you want to do it. Not for now, thank you though. Let's see. So then what the hell is the splash tower? The splash tower has, you have the wrong parent, firstly. It should be splash tower. Should be that. Reparent. Save. Right? That's BP splash tower. Then tower data, tower info. We go to the Canon BP splash tower, which is this one. Which is correct. I click viewport. We then need to go and redo you. So you are a splash tower and we save you. We save you for like the 15th time because I don't believe you're actually saving. Then we go to meshes, we go into here again. Doing my least favorite thing, materials. I need to practice materials. I need so much practice materials. They're so powerful and there's so much you can do with them, but I just need so much practice. My other problem is I don't know where you're supposed to be adding detail. So like you make a model, for example. It's like, great. Where do I put more detail into like the textures? Do I put more detail into creating the mesh? Like that balance and that level of experience is just Where's the foundation? The foundation is there. We add that there. We'll go to the middle. Save, 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 save. One of these days, I feel like what I need to do is make the tower automatically face a direction. So if it's put on here, it faces that way. If it's put on this one, it faces maybe diagonal. Yeah, it faces diagonal and the rest do this way. That'd be a cool thing to determine. Find nearest path. So this one's nearest path would be there. This one would be there. This one would be there and there, so we'd use the midpoint between the two. That could be cool. Now I've just added more stuff for myself. Fantastic. Why is it so laggy? Also, is it just me or is it like floating? Oh no, it's fine. The to-do list never ends. It doesn't, and I keep making it longer for myself. Splash tower. Okay, splash tower, right? We put it down, press F8, we click it, and this is the splash tower, which is this one, which is the one that's open, which parent is splash tower, which means it should just work, right? Doesn't work. Cell doesn't work. I've somehow broken this one, and I think the solution is delete it and completely create it again, which I'm not against doing. It's just annoying because what it seems like is 25% of the time when I reparent something, it breaks and I have to recreate it from scratch. So yeah, But as far as I can tell, if I go through here, because I'm just getting more and more confused. This I don't need, this I don't need, and this I don't need. They shouldn't be needed anywhere. In fact, this blueprint tower interface shouldn't be needed either. Because if I open the static tower, for example, this is static tower base, which I don't know why I created the blueprint for it. I didn't need it. So I'm going to delete it. There's no references. And then rotation tower, we're going to delete because there's no references to it either. We don't need it. We don't need either of them. We've created C++ versions. We've then created children of the C++ version and then did it that way. Oh, it's been 3 hours. It's been more than 3 hours. All right. I think we're going to end the stream here. We had a pretty productive day. We got basically all the stats stuff done, which is really cool. Does anyone have a suggestion for who we can raid today? Thank you for the stream. Thank you very much for stopping by, Crimson. Always appreciate it. What about Unreal Engine 5.4 Auto Landscape Tutorial? Let's give that a try. Maybe. Wait, is it Italian? Damn. Trade someone new today. Well, thank you everybody for the stream. Don't forget to, want to hang out offline, we have the Discord, we have the YouTube, we post videos. We usually post shorts about once a week. That's what I've kind of committed to at the moment. So there's that. What else is there? About it. I hope you all have a very good week. Thank you very much for the stream. No, you, Marius. Uno reverse. You have a good week. No, you have a good week. Everybody have a good week. Is that what you want? See ya, Sila. Purple, thank you very much for stopping by. I will join your Discord shortly. I'll see you there. Good luck on your demo. I hope you all have a good week. Also, you have a good week. Thank you, Antbeat. Thank you for lurking, just chilling like a chinchilla. I appreciate it. We'll initiate the raid now, but bye for now, everybody. We'll see you hopefully next weekend. Keep well. Bye.